Dreamless is a puzzle-solving horror game released October 2024 for Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. It will be released on PlayStation in April 2025. I received a key for the game on Nintendo Switch from Keymailer. Developers, thank you for a key. You play as a high school student named John who is a horror vlogger. His plans to go camping with friends fall through one day, but he learns about a contest for making a vlog about creepy abandoned buildings. His town has a history of people going missing every 25 years during a week in August. A woman named Mrs. Martha was accused of taking the missing people and of practicing dark magic. Her house has since been abandoned and is the perfect place to film the vlog. When John goes to the old house, he witnesses dark events and cannot leave. Since the version I played is on Nintendo Switch, there may be some differences between it and the PC/console versions. The gameplay is mostly a walking simulator with some puzzle elements. You explore the environment around you and will get missions to complete. These usually consist of either looking for something or gathering multiple items to bring back to one location. Unfortunately, the instructions for the missions are very vague and it can be hard to figure out where to go. I had trouble with one of the missions in the beginning, and looking it up, a lot of other people had the same problem. There was no inventory system that I could find, so I lost track of how many items I had for one mission as well. The graphics and visuals are really good. The areas I explored were well made and very creepy. There were a couple jump scares, but the game didn't rely on them. The background noise added to the atmosphere and made me jump a couple times. Voice acting was added later after the initial release with subpar results. The main character, John, doesn't really sound like a teenager and his lines come off as stiff.
I wonder if you're suggesting I go off alone in a known place with a camera. Where am I gonna find you an abandoned place?
Don't worry, I went by Mrs. Martha's house the other day. Empty place, nobody. You can go there, squeal like a girl, and go home, and tomorrow we'll go camping together.
Miss Martha? She died a long time ago, I don't know. Sounds appealing, but still I think it's dangerous. It's also that bloody Week of the Dead thing. You can't go alone.
The story is interesting, but lost me a few times when it jumped to new locations with no explanation. It felt like it came to an abrupt end since the whole game is very short. I saw there were 5 acts when I first started it up and thought the ending was the end of Act 1. It only takes about 1 hour to complete the whole game. It's a steady balance of good and bad. The visuals, environment, sounds, and premise of the story were really well done. The gameplay, puzzles, and voice acting just didn't quite hit the mark. There was one puzzle that was a wooden ball labyrinth with the ball maze thingy that was a pain to try and navigate. I gave up and looked up a walkthrough to see if the code for that person's game worked for mine, and it did. You had to solve the puzzle to get the code for a save. I forgot to write that in my initial script, so I'm adding this in. So, if you don't want to suffer through that puzzle, I'll post the code in the description of my video. The controls for that puzzle and the exploration in general were hard to maneuver, especially trying to target and focus on something. On Steam, Dreamless is $6.99, but on Switch and Xbox, and probably PlayStation, it's $14.99. I watched a video of the Steam version when I was stuck a couple times, and it looks like there are some graphical differences along with an inventory system being available on PC. For the Nintendo Switch version, I would say it's not worth it. You can beat the game in an hour, and it doesn't feel worth $15. I can't have a definitive opinion on the console versions, but I'd say they're probably not worth $15 either. The Steam version for $7 might be worth it, but I haven't played it. It had a lot of potential, but ended way too soon and just didn't add enough to make it stand out. Unless you can get it on Super Sale, the Switch version really isn't worth it. Thank you for watching the video. Leave a like if you'd like to subscribe if you want to see more content. Comment if you want me to play the Steam version of this game and do a review on it. I'll have to see how different I can make the review from this one. Thank you to my patrons on Patreon. It helps me out when people pledge to me. Check me out on there. I stream on Twitch if you want to check me out on there. I have stuff on Redbubble for sale. I have the demo for my game, and I think I'm done talking for now. Thank you for watching.